Okay. There you go. Thank you. So solve triangle NPQ. If P, that's angle P, is 42 degrees. The reason I know it's angle P is because it's a capital letter. Q equals 65 degrees. I know that's an angle because Q is a capital letter, and N equals 5. So what we should do is we should draw a triangle. Again, just make sure your triangle is not a right triangle. So I'm going to make it N, P, Q. And then what is, so now we're going to fill in the triangle with what we know, okay? So what is angle P? 42. What is angle Q? And what is angle N? Okay, so we're gonna find that. And then do we know, what else do we know? So we know side N. So this is capital N, so little n is going to be, okay. So do you remember from geometry? This is angle, side, angle. So we have a side that is between two angles. That's what we need. So our job is to find everything else. That's what it means by solve. So we need to find angle N. We need to find little p, lowercase p, and we need to find lowercase q. So we need to find one angle, and we need to find two sides. How do you, so let's start with the one that we can find right off the bat. And which one can we find right off the bat? Angle N. And how do we find angle N?
Adding two together and minusing it from 180.
So 180 minus 42 minus 65. And what did we get? I'm sorry, who said it? 73. Now, to find the two sides, what I want to do is, because I know angle N and I know side N, I want to stick with that one to find the P. So we're going to do sine of 42. Remember, this is the law of sines. That's why we're going to use sines. So sine of 42 is P, and that would go over little p. Well, I don't know little p. I'm looking for lowercase p. And now what do I know? I know angle N, so I'm going to write sine of 73. And I know lowercase n is a 5. So remember when we first wrote this, it's sine of p over little p, sine of n over little n, sine of q over little q. The thing that you need to remember is when you write the ratio or the proportion, you can only have one unknown. That's why I couldn't do sine of q over q, because you can't have one unknown. Now we're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply this way, and I'm going to multiply this way. So I'm going to have P of sine 73 equals 5 sine 42. So again, you guys, I just cross multiplied. So P times sine of 73 is P sine 73. 5 times sine of 42 is 5 sine 42. Now before you start entering stuff into your calculator, let's get P by itself. So in order to get P by itself, I'm going to have to divide by sine of 73. These cancel out, and I'm left with P. Now in your calculator, if you have like this calculator, you can actually put it in the way it seems, but you have to put the equal sign. So this is what I did, so you know. I did 5 times sine 42. I closed my parentheses and I hit enter. And then I hit divide sine of 73. I believe that you could also do it in one swoop. Okay, now remember we talked about rounding to the nearest tenth. So the 4 is in the tenths place. The 9 tells us to round up. So P is going to be approximately 3.5. And because there's no units, we're just going to leave it like that. So we found lowercase p. Now what do we have to find?
Lowercase q.
Lowercase q. So we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to use the n again. So this time we're going to do sine of 65 because that's angle q. And we're going to put lowercase q. And it's going to equal sine of 73 over 5. So these are going to match, and the reason those match is because that was what was given to us. We had to find angle in, but we know little side, so we're going to use that. And now we're going to cross multiply again, just like we did before. So you guys, you're either going to have to find 2 sides, or you're going to have to find an angle. So we get q sine 73 equals 5 sine of 65. It doesn't matter where the variable goes, you guys. It doesn't matter if it's on the left side, the right side. I always put it on the left side just so that I'm consistent. Okay, now what am I going to divide by? I'm pretty sure you said sine. Because you would never say sin 73, right? Ever? Did you say sine? Yeah? Mm-hmm. And what did you guys get for this one? Put it in your calculator. So I got 4.738. The 7 is in the tenths place. The 3 tells you what to do to the 7. And what is Q approximately? What did you say? Good? What questions do you have? Would you guys even ask me questions? No.